Not sure if I'm live right now. It says I'm live. Oh, okay. Guess I'm live. All right. Well, I guess we'll get started here. Hmm. Where is my box cutter? Okay. Here we go. Can they really tape this up good? There we go. Wow. Oh, it's a box within a box. Okay. I didn't know they made a TV stand. Apparently, you can get a Playseat TV stand. Kind of cool. Formula Instinct. This packaged actually really nice. Okay. Instruction manual. Who needs instructions? Pretty sturdy, heavy tube. Put it all back here. Even this piece is heavy. I mean, that's good. All right. Bunch of tools. and bolts. Nice plate. It's got a bunch of holes. Uh, I gotta put my gloves on. They can be, they're like my Michael Jackson gloves. Or maybe they'll be my new racing gloves. So cute. I'm like a mime or Mickey Mouse. What am I gonna do with these? Rockets? Whoops. Didn't know that was in there. Okay. Oh, I think these are for the pedal plate. Yeah. Hmm. Trash. Ooh. I can't grip shit with these on. I'm taking my gloves off. I think I saw a review of some guy actually doing the full build with his gloves on. I think he was pretty cool. Got swords. Let's put this over here. Man, there's a lot of stuff. I don't want to put this together. Dump them out right here. Ooh, these are like, oh, they're foot stop. These little stoppers that go underneath. That's really nice. They're like isolators. Go in there. That's cool. Kind of want to open this up. Ta-da! Ooh, look at that. F1. I don't even watch F1. Those are kind of neat. I'm gonna look really fast in my cockpit. Playseat. Mm. Hmm. Everything looks pretty well engineered. I mean, doesn't look like much of a rig, but what there is looks pretty good. Kind of cool. Can Went down really good. Can adjust it. Which I imagine you would just probably just have it straight up and down. Alright. I mean, this is pretty well packaged for the box is heavy. It's 60 pounds and then shoved all in here nicely, neat. I mean, pretty good packaging. Nice white tube. Playseat on it. I heard the stickers are a little cheap though. Yeah, they're just kind of decals. Let's put this over here. I think this foam bar is what the back of the seat rests on. At the other side. Give me 1 second. Ugh. Okay. It's like the seat's the last thing. Like a metal, I don't know if it's aluminum. It's kind of cool. It's a little kind of heavy and kind of not. So, excuse me, like Velcro padding. I don't know if I'm going to use my, still have my haptic pad. I don't know if I'm going to use this, or put my haptic pad on instead. This is actually kind of thin material. Smoking resistant. So you can have a cigarette while you race, apparently. It's like a go-kart seat. Alright. The other half. Wow. Pretty cool. I'm gonna be extra fast in here with these cool decals. Huh. I like it so far. More. Oh, there's the pedal tray. Yeah. Got a bunch of holes in it. Cool. Stick that over here. Another part of the seat cushion. Kind of like a hump in the middle here. I mean, it feels pretty good. Might try to see how this feels and then see how it feels on the haptic pad. See which one I like better. I've been driving lately without any haptics, so gotten used to it. And that seems like everything in the box. Now I don't want to put this together because a lot of pieces. Because I don't like reading the manual. Okay, step one. Time to dump out my bolts. Not sure who wants to just watch someone put a whole rig together. But if you do, I guess you get to watch me put a rig together. Hmm. Looks like all the bolts are relatively similar, which is good. I could have put some music on here, but I don't know how. I just didn't really look it up. Guess I'll organize all these bolts to all the same sizes. Guess if you wanted to watch this sometimes too, you could see me put it together faster. At least that's what I would do. This might take me a while. They said like 2 hours max, I think. I think that's if you're smart. I'm just organizing all these bolts right here. the same size? Yeah. Sometimes I don't mind putting stuff together. Right now, I wouldn't really care if it was already put together. So I just want to try it out. Washers, nuts. Okay. First things first, I'm the realist. It's like this, the bad boy. Is that the front? I think that's the front. So we'll build it like that. So these are little lines here. I guess this is there left and right. Guess not. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna use my T handles. Guess it just goes on to the line there. You definitely do need some, Jeff. T handles are amazing. I use them a lot when I'm adjusting stuff on the rig. It's just faster. But these are all my old tools when I worked on motorcycles back in the day. Alright, that looks lined up. Next. Okay. Looks like these things on each side. This one. Then tubes. I think this is going to have a small footprint. A lot smaller than the Next Level Racing Formula Light Pro, that thing was like a canoe. This thing I think is gonna take up little space, which is nice. Mm. So looks like this goes in here. And this goes through here. Okay. All right. Oh, guess this is a little bit farther back. So about there. This here. And then 4 bolts. M6 by 12. M6 by 12 is the smallest ones. Or no, M8 by 12. These little tiny guys here. Are they sure? Oh, I thought I said M6. I think I was right. Which actually are going to be these little guys. Right? Oh no, there's 20 of those. What? No, 10. M6 by 20. Oh, there's 12 of those. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So it'll be these guys. Need my shorter one. Oh, that T-handle must be in the garage. I'll use this. It's hot in my room. Normally, listening to music while I'm doing things like this and just zone out, jam. So far, these threads are decent. I know one rig I had, threads sucked. Might have to run and grab the other T handle, so I'm not using this one. Okay, probably just leave everything kind of a little snug, but not super tight, and then I can adjust it and tighten it all down in the end. Okay, put those bolts there, and then oh, those get no. Time for these little footies. Oh, there it is. It's nice this thing has that. Oops. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's 6 of these things. See, one there, one behind here. Go in the hole. Okay. The last two. Looks like the very back. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. I gotta turn this fan on. I don't know if I brought my water. Okay. Now, mm, mm, mm. Okay. Looks like these brackets for the pedal tray. I know you can change these around. Hopefully I get it right the first time, because I think these are based on how tall you are. So, how's it going forward? M8 by 16, which is the middle ones. Oh, or yeah, this is definitely gonna be a lot nicer on space and it being heavier. Um, just gonna feel a lot better, especially with once I mount my wheelbase and everything. It being more rigid. So these pictures always confuse me sometimes. So if it was facing that way, it would actually then stick out like that. It's going forward. At least instructions are decent. I remember hearing about Fanatec's rig cockpit that I thought some people were reporting that the holes for the screws weren't fully like drilled out, so the screws are getting cross-threaded. These feel really good. One thing you can do too, which people probably don't, and is you could use some blue Loctite and put on here on screws. I don't know how loose screws come sometimes, but blue Loctite will help. And if you need it out, you could always use some heat and then it'll loosen up that blue Loctite if you need to get the screw back out. Okay. Now, onto the seat, it looks like. So, looks like this bar and this one. Kind of like these little quick seat adjusting knobs on here. You just turn. Doesn't look like you have to use like an Allen in case you want to scoot the seat forward or back. I mean, not super quick, but it's easier than having to get a tool out to move the seat. What screws go in there? 8 by 12. So it looks like even smaller ones. This just goes right through. I don't know if this foam on this bar back here, the one thing I did hear that foam wore out, but I wonder if they improved it because the videos didn't show a full foam bar for the seat to rest against. Mm, looks like the longer end goes that way. It's starting to feel like a little racing cockpit. I don't know, like an actual, I don't know the word I'm looking for. It just feels more authentic, like I'm really gonna race. Not sure how tight I'm supposed to get these bolts. Because I think the seat's supposed to be able to flip. Which then you wouldn't want them too tight. This one I think would be pretty tight. Alright. See how it's like coming together here. It's kind of cool. It's actually kind of heavy, which is crazy. Alright. Now I'll need the steering wheel bar. Plate. Okay, I think it's these brackets. Okay. So M8 by 20, so it looks like the four long ones. And then bar goes like this. And this. Oh, I see. So like that. There we go. It's a pretty interesting concept for adjusting this. It's not on the fly. You'd have to take a wrench to loosen it, but at least I think it'd be very tight versus just some thumb adjusters. I don't know. I think this is better anyways, because usually once you set your wheel, you don't really mess with it afterwards, so. So far, I think this coming together is starting to look pretty cool. I think you always wonder when before you buy something how it looks in pictures versus when you actually get it. But okay, didn't tighten them all the way. I have to adjust it later. Next goes in these tubes. Crocs off. There's like it's not just a like you putting a tube around this and putting bolts in it. There's like these it's like a spanner inside here, so it looks like when you tighten, it expands outwards on the inside of this tube. So it looks pretty intricate on how this thing's kind of set up here. So just neat. Uh, mm-hmm. Probably put this one down too far first. There we go. I like a snug fit. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, it's just real snug. Well, I think they have paint inside the tubing, so it's like an extra bit too snug. Well, I got an idea. Yep. Mm, it's almost like let's double check the instructions. Oh, you know what? Maybe they're too tight on the inside already. Maybe if I loosen this. Tighten this other side up. I was gonna leave it loose because in case I had to readjust it, but I think this might have to be tight first. Oh, maybe I'll just do that. Duh. There it went. Just had to loosen up these brackets. Okay. No. Oh, M8 by 16. Those ones. Hmm. It's like screws already in here. But it's saying to put screws in here. What? I'll come back to that in a minute. Because I don't understand what it's saying there. So this goes, I don't know, in the middle. Okay. Hmm. One thing I don't like is the part like, say, adjusting this pedal tray. I might have to take this off a few times to get the right distance and how I want it. So that goes outside like this. And they got it in the second one. Okay. Oops. I was thinking, like, the way this is all kind of like boxed in here. I know you get the side plates to say F1. It'd be cool if it was all like enclosed, like kind of I think their Playseat Intelligence is. I think that'd be kind of neat. Definitely feel like the nose like of a F1 car or something. It's definitely different than the other cockpits I've looked at, especially like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the aluminum profile rigs are just, they all look the same. They like don't really have much like character to this. But this one I feel like has more like character to it versus like an aluminum profile rig. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I like kind of like the tubular kind of design, and I don't know, it's something different than what everybody else has. All right, now for the seat. Flip this around. Whoa, this thing's getting heavy. This seat actually is really cool. I mean, it just feels like a shell. I mean, feels like a tin can, but the concept's pretty cool. Put this lower. All right. M8 by 12. Small ones. Okay. Oh, can you hear me better? I don't know if this is all the way up. Maybe I'll just talk louder. Hopefully that's better. Oh yeah. But I bet if they wanted to make this really, I mean, I guess they don't want it too expensive, but this thing would be really sick if this was, they could get like a carbon fiber kind of like bucket seat for it or something, but I think it still looks cool. Though I wonder if you put haptics, especially it being metal, if this thing's gonna resonate and be like a jalopy going down the road with two 12s in the trunk, just vibrating if I put my haptic pad on it. Oh, good. Yeah, 'cause it's like definitely got a metal sound to it, this chair. Guess we'll find out how it sounds with the haptic pad. Or I wonder if you got a butt kicker, if it would really vibrate. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see how this haptic pad is gonna be. Can you imagine how small of a rig this is if you put like four of those like butt kicker transducers on all four sides of this thing? Might be a little overkill. So it looks like there's a little bit of room to where you could kind of shift this seat around a little bit. It's not like drilled exactly in the support bar, like you can kind of slide it a tiny bit. Um, oh yeah, like it flips up too here. That's what I was wondering about these bolts on the side. If you're supposed to get them all the way snug, because then I feel like you wouldn't be able to flip the seat up. I mean, I guess I don't really, I mean, wouldn't have to be flipping the seat up unless I needed like those extra 2 inches of space to walk behind it, I guess. But like, yeah, it looks, flips up and down. And then this bar is like a heavy duty bar and it's got like a foam tubing around it and then it kind of just rests on there, which is neat. Yeah, I know. I think um which seat was it? I had a seat where it might have been the Formula Light Pro, just the way I was sitting when playing in VR. Um and with that haptic pad going, um it would like vibrate my eyeballs. It felt like. So I had to turn down the two because there's 8 of those transducers in it. I had to turn down like the top two so it wasn't like vibrating my head so much. I do like this though. This looks like very authentic. See, I don't know any other seats out there that are like, you know, kind of like how this has the F1 livery. I mean, Playseat's like the only one I know of that has decals or a series like this, which I think is cool. Mm. Goes on the outside. Duh. Yep. This seat's actually, now with these two halves together, like the seat's pretty big. Mm. See if I can get like a better view of the seat. Oop. Should I move this over a little more? Oop. Not a lot of room in my room. Here we go. Oops. I think this is gonna be cool for, especially for prototypes though. Although I don't think it's gonna be too drastic, even if I were to drive other cars like GT3s and stuff. Because it looks like your feet aren't going to be super inclined like how the F1 cars have like the tunnel. Kind of like how the Playseat Intelligence is. This is like your feet are a little bit more forward and then you can just incline how your feet rest. No, the seat's pretty much like kind of like where it rests. That's where it is, kind of thing. Like you can move the seat forward and back, but like as far as it being reclined, it's kind of like a one uh stationary kind of position, so to speak. I thought I had my 5mm. I did. See, if I built this in the garage, I'd have all my tools. But I just brought the ones I thought I was going to need. But oh well. Maybe when I crash, because the seat's metal, it'll sound like a real car, like I'm crashing in a tin can. At least it's not like cheap plastic. I feel like that would really flex. I think this seat is actually like half of what sells this rig. I also feel like with being white, it's gonna feel like sitting in a bathtub. Like the seat with no padding in it looks like if you gutted, you know, the inside of a car, like the shell for like weight reduction. That's what I feel like this thing is. I wonder if I could sit in it yet. Mm, yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, that thing's gonna be hard. Oh yeah, it's hard as a rock with no padding. Yeah, definitely gonna need some padding because this thing is, especially being metal, pretty hard. Actually, I might have to bring. Oh yeah, guess I could scoot it forward. Well, that's pretty easy to move forward. Oh yeah, I could probably reach the pedals and feel. Yeah, all those seats I've had so much flex. I'm wondering now, like if I go to brake, it's just gonna be like I'll be locking up the hypers all the time now. I mean, just by pushing on this is like, I mean, there's a little bit of flex, but not nearly as much. I mean, like the other camping chairs, they've had so much. Like this is just really solid. Yeah, that feels pretty cool. Ugh. I'm actually pretty excited about this. Now, it's like the F1 logos for the front pedal deck. I can scoot this back. The white looks pretty cool on camera. Um, so now I get to put these on. Oh yeah, for sure. It's like on the floor. Definitely gonna have to roll out of this rig too. At least it has those little footies underneath that give it like, I don't know, like 2 inches off the ground. But I still don't mind it because then um, I usually like stuff the keyboard, underneath when yeah, I like having things where I could just put it on the ground. All right. So Looks like this one goes here. This one's gonna go over here. M6 by 12. I left my bolts back there. Oh, M6, not M8. Okay. Like the aerodynamics of the rig, paneling. See, I think little things like this just make it look so much neater than like some of the profile rigs. Like they're just black, or unless you get them custom made. But this has like character to it, you know. It just feels and looks more like a racing simulator to me. Hmm. Okay. Oh, looks like the I get a bunch of extra bolts. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I do have to tighten everything back up, but um, really all that's left is now I'm putting the, if I want to see how that padding feels. Um, Kind of neat how they do this. I mean, if you were to only use this, it's like layers, pads. So like you can do the first layer. This one's like contoured where your thighs would be. Um, Let me see the picture. Mm, let's just stick this down on here and then overlap it. It's close. I guess I'll see how that haptic pad feels, and then if it's too much, I don't want to like super high to where it's like changing the, you know, the position where it's like I'm sitting too high up or something. But so my thought was if I was gonna run the haptic pad, I would just run it without these other pads because you're sitting on top of it. But and then oh, apparently this is like lumbar support look to it, and then this one kind of goes above it. So you like stick this here and like here. Oh, I think this goes higher. Like there. And this goes higher here. Okay, let's see what this feels like. This actually isn't really bad. This actually feels pretty good. Like it's thin, but enough to, you still feel like it's, you got like a solid feeling to it. I definitely like the ones around my legs because it's contoured where it, kind of wraps around my thighs and my butt, but it feels like I guess a racing seat. I might have to adjust the pad by my shoulder blades because feels a little high, but I like it. Say if the haptic pad didn't end up working out and if it was too loud or just didn't feel right, I could be able to sit in this and then maybe, um, if the haptic pad didn't work out, I could always get like one butt kicker and mount it on the back or underneath somewhere, at least still give me a little bit of haptics. But no, that feels pretty good. Ugh. But overall, I think it, you know, oops, get out of here. Looks pretty good. It looks like I'm official now. Actually got a decent rig. Um, I thought about like on my other ways of where I used to put the haptic pad underneath my other seats, but the one thing, and then I thought about it because uh, the way the back of this is, there's a that crossbar, so if it were to sit down on it, I feel like it would crush the haptic pad and then actually like maybe mess up. At first I was like, oh yeah, I might be able to just put the seat or the haptic pad around the back of the seat, but then I forgot it rests on this bar here, and that I don't think would work. So So I think the only way really would be to put it put it on top, which I could go get it and see. Yeah, 'cause this thing, I mean, you can see how thick this thing is. Um, and then, so, I mean, it's honestly probably the same thickness as these pads, so I'll take these off and just see what it feels like with. Hmm. Because, I mean, it would work. This would go behind here. And then, although, I wonder, because this would maybe have to go up and like, maybe like that. I mean, it would stick above it a little bit, but you can see how it feels. Yeah, I don't know. Like, because the surface is so hard, and like I've used this pad now for probably over almost a year. Like the foam inside is a little worn, so like I literally can feel the two uh what you call it, the two motors, at least the ones under my butt. Like I'm literally sitting on them. Like I would feel everything. Although it's not bad. I do like the contour of the butt pad though. Um, but uh, mm, yeah, I could do that too. I guess I didn't think about. Yeah, I might be able to get away with wrapping it like around the back underneath that bar and just tighten it pretty snug. Then I would actually be able to have the I think I like the more the comfortability of the butt pad. So I would actually feel the characteristics of the seat the way it's supposed to be, and then just have still try to wrap the pad around the back. But although then I wouldn't be able to see the cool F1, um, the F1 decals underneath. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool walking in. You see it pop and seeing F1, but then that this haptic pad actually I think would cover it some. But no, I can really feel the haptic motors just sitting on this. Um, I mean, then, mm, well, I mean, for it to, I don't know if you can see. Whoops. At least this part you want to feel under your thighs. Although there's this part of the frame here. I mean, you would be able to feel some vibrations. I don't know if you'd be able to like then differentiate between like exactly what you're feeling since it's I mean, it would resonate, I would imagine. I mean, this pad is crazy strong. So it would resonate through like the whole chair. Um, at least I still use the like gear shift, RPM, some of the road rumbles. Like I only have like 5 I typically would use. So, but if it was right here and then the back would be about, we'd come up to like right here. I don't know. I would have to play with it, see, because I do like how this looks, but I mean, at the same time when you're racing, you can't see it. I don't know. I might play around with it. At least, you could still see kind of the logo, but I did hear, I mean, some of the people, I mean, I don't think I'll be raising and lifting this seat much. Um, but I did hear because the way this bar is. Oh, you know what? I think they actually list because the review I watched was like a year ago, and they complained about these stickers rubbing against this bar down here. Um, and it looks like they raised the stickers up because it clears it. So sounds like they listen to their customers, which is cool. I don't know. I'll play with it. I think I'll try. I think I'll at least try it underneath the bucket seat and at least just see what it feels like. And then if I don't like it, I mean, then maybe down the road I can get uh, an actual transducer. Yeah, I think that's what I might do, especially with this seat. I'll probably just, I don't know, sell the pad and then recoup you some of that money. And then maybe, I don't know, heck, you can mount that anywhere. I know Dave said he used that. Well, I got some really heavy duty Velcro um, that I use for RC boat racing to hold batteries, and they didn't move. I bet you could put a butt kicker like right underneath here. Um, so, which then that would probably resonate a lot. Like I bet you'd really feel a lot, and I think it would be like a cleaner look. Especially you could still see the seat. You have the butt kicker underneath. Um, I think that would be the way to go. Um, let's see something. How much cord do I got? Um, plus 2 now I'm gonna be able to, because before that other chair was so long, I had the seat facing, this way. The TV was coming out here. But now I'll be able to like put the rig all the way back, like by where this wall is, and then face. that way. And I can walk around my bed again a lot easier, especially with this being a smaller footprint. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Well, yeah, especially if both the haptic pad is a neck solar racing and then that seat's neck solar racing. I could sell it all in, one package deal. I'm sure somebody would be like, oh man, yeah. See, I think the Fanatec's gonna look good on here. See, the one thing about the Nexel racing chair was you could adjust the seat back farther, but the way it was just positioned, I had to like position it back farther, but then it meant like my wheel had to be more downward just so that it didn't like, I don't know, affect my wrist because if it was like straight up, my wrists were kind of bent. But I feel like with this position, I can kind of keep it more neutral. Um, just from kind of looking at this. I'm curious though if you put a big old honking wheelbase on here, like a 25 Newton meter, if you'd feel all the vibrations in the world in this rig. I don't even know if it would even. I mean, this plate's pretty big. I imagine you could put, all kinds of wheelbases, but I don't know. I just think maybe for this rig, like a 12 to 15 would be all you really would want to go up to as far as max goes. Wrong one. Oh, wow. I just noticed something. You can mount this plate. Oh, wait. I'm sure you can flip it around, but it looks like you could probably move it forward a lot more. I know it rotates. Seems like it stops right there. I almost feel like it's angled downward a little bit. Yeah, I think I would want it. It's like actually kind of facing downward to me. I think I'd want it like, yeah, definitely more level, which I have to kind of see. I might have to move that plate around to adjust it a little bit more. Because the one thing is like I like my steering wheel close in a sense, but then like, you know, but like with my feet, see, I think once I get my pedals up, it might be too close for my feet, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. I guess something like this wouldn't be too bad. Maybe like right there. But I do like how you can adjust these sliders on the seat and move it back pretty quickly. So if somebody else wanted to drive, it's not like too bad. But yeah, I think this bracket, I need to see if I can flip it forward a little bit more. Well, you know what? These bars down here, they, oh, look at that. It's like magic. It's almost like it was meant for that. Wait, I need to tighten up those little spanners on the inside of here. Tighten up that tube. Although I did see some people say like that's where, because down below here, there's little like rubber isolators on the inside just to kind of protect the tubing. Someone said that that kind of, they thought that's where it flexes sometimes, but I think this design where inside here it expands is kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's like way tighter. Oh my gosh. Like my Playseat challenge, I could do this and it just thing with this shake. I mean, you really have to like put some pretty fierce movement in here to get it to move. And you can just, I'm sure you can really clamp these down too. Oh, huh. Might have been too tight. Oh yeah, that's like really solid. Mm, Now you gotta pick of the 1,000 holes on this, which one this goes in. Which I think probably here. Yeah, that looks about right. I think I'm really gonna like this seat though, especially for the money. Coming all together with the seat, decent pedal tray, small profile or footprint, and I only paid $520 for it. And I think it looks cooler than most other rigs out there. Hmm, looks like I can only maybe get away with 2? I mean, I've used 2 screws before. Oh yeah, it looks like it doesn't go, the other 2 don't go all the way back. Mm, I mean, that's fine. I mean, this thing's pretty on there. Let's see if we can get these T-nuts out. All right, let's see what this feels like. I mean, I really have to like crank on it to feel anything, but if I was just, it's better than my other seat. No, I think I definitely like this better. I mean, now it's level. and I'm kind of still like my eyes are still like over like the wheelbase, so where my screen will be, I won't be like looking up at it. Cool. Guess now we'll see how these pedals bolt up. That's like super extreme. Definitely have to come down a notch. Doesn't appear that I'll have to drill anything, which is good. Mm, nope. See, that's why I didn't want to tighten these down all the way. I knew I'd have to adjust something. Probably have to adjust it 10 more times. I do like having like my the pedal faces pretty like a steep angle. Because they were pretty steep on my other rig, but I felt like I could get a lot of leverage with braking. Plus two, since it's kind of more that formula seating position anyways. Mm, trying to find like an in between. I mean, all the way down there is. Hmm. So let me bolt these up first and then mess with the positioning and see. Oh, rats. think my bolts are actually a little bit too fat, but which is weird. The ones they supply too don't even fit in there. Because most pedals take a decent, I think these are, yeah, these are M8s. So the holes for your pedals are M8s anyways. This would thought they would have had. I mean, I guess you can kind of screw it, but hopefully it doesn't. Eh, I guess that wasn't too bad. I mean, it's a really snug fit. At first, I didn't think it was gonna go in there. Sounds like there's a muscle car outside my house. I wasn't expecting anybody. But I think my garage is open. So if one or somebody sees my Mustang. I don't see anybody out the window. You know what? I'm wondering. I mean, I'm definitely putting a nut on the back side of these bolts, but the way this is screwing in, I'm wondering if they made it purposely tight to where, I mean, if you didn't have a nut, you wouldn't have to put a nut on the back, but oh, it was a Mustang outside my house. I have no idea who it was. Hmm. All right. These screws are a pain in the butt here. Actually, I might actually have to. These front ones, they're kind of covered. I might have to take this pedal tray or pedal plate, pedals back off so I can get these front bolts going. Hmm, that's pretty cool. Forgot that Dave's races were going on right now. There would be no way I'd be able to have this done in time to do it though. Plus, I think it was LMP2 and GT3. I mean, I guess maybe I would run the LMP2. I think it takes longer doing this part of the setting up your rig than it does just putting the rig together. I think it's changing the positioning and all that kind of stuff takes longer. Seeing what you like. Oh yeah, it's the front ones. Um, you have to pre-start this bolt first, just the way the Fanatec, the front of the V2 pedals are. Has to hold like the head of the bolt. I'll kind of have, well, shoot. I'm wondering how I can slide this on though. This might be a little tricky. Let me see something here. Unless I ran it backwards underneath. Put a nut here. I think that's what I might have to do. Get creative. Oh yeah, I think that should work. Well, it looks like I didn't have to take these off. But actually maybe I'll just put these nuts in first so then I don't have to try to, hopefully they stay in place. Wonder if I got some corrugated tubing and run some of my wires through this. Because I think I'll have less wires. I think this time, I think it would look pretty good. Maybe running down the side of this bar or something. Now for the tricky part. These nuts in the front. No, I think one flipped. I think at times this is like the trickiest part of the process is trying to mount your pedals to some of these plates. There's just like no room to really work with. Oh my goodness. See if I can at least start the other one first. Wonder if I can use one of the ones they supplied. Like I could probably run a drill through these and make it a little bit easier to get in because the holes are so tight. I think that's probably my only gripe so far is the holes on this pedal tray are they're on the small side because I imagine most pedals probably take about the same bolt and I can't imagine them being any smaller. Because essentially what's happening is the threads are kind of cutting their own groove inside the Did it actually take? Oh yeah, it did. Huh. Could actually use this one. Just put a washer on it. Now I just gotta get this nut free and somehow get it in that hole. See, I gotta work in this area right here. I gotta put this nut inside of there. Have a magnet stick. So I might have to get that just so I could get it in there. I think that's what I'll have to do. I'll be right back. I gotta get that tool. Okay, I'm back. Now, this tool is a must-have in your garage. It's a flexible magnet stick. And then the other thing is these angled needle nose pliers. So I can just put this nut on the stick and then work it in there where it needs to go. Now the nut just wants to stick to the magnet. Need my flashlight. See, in those review videos, they're like, oh, it only takes like an hour to put together. Yeah, but did they count the time they had to take setting it up afterwards? I don't think anybody was getting their rig done in an hour and then driving immediately afterwards. Because stuff like this, no way. It's in the hole. It just needs to stay there. I hope I don't need any of these other bolts because I didn't see any other ones where they go. So hopefully they were just extra. Oh, Oops. Stay in there. That's tight. That's tight. And then put that nut on. This one on. I think the pedals are going to be in place pretty firmly. Now I just need to snug these ones up. Here in a little bit, I might actually have to take a break and cut the stream because my kid has karate class and I need to go up there with him, and then maybe I'll take a video more or less being kind of done and show you how it performs. But I feel like I need it more like about like I feel like I'd want it like this. There's not another hole. Maybe I can just try to see what that feels like real quick. I mean, there's not much angle to it right like this. I mean, there's other positions along the sides here, but I might just need some time to tinker with this and kind of figure out what. I know I can slide these things here. Did I leave that loose? Hmm. Oh, you know what? Okay, I just figured out one of these adjustments. Because this slides back and forth, which in turn would raise pedals. This is like the fine-tuning adjustments. See, I can move this. But I think it's supposed to, I mean, then that brings the wheel forward. Let's just see. Yeah, getting this seating position right might take me a minute because, I mean, I think like once you get the seat position, you shouldn't have to be really adjusting anything after that, but just like the initial getting everything set up right. I mean, just at least with the throttle, this feels actually pretty good. So maybe we'll start at this starting point here and then go from there. One thing that always scares me is the possibility of stripping out screws. As long as I have this ready by tomorrow for the race, be good. Okay, that's tight. You want to put the load cell in it real quick, see how that feels. See if there's any flex really. Actually, let's put these pads back in real quick. Whoops. Just lost my camera. Oh, camera died.